This is Chris Whalen, CPA, and welcome to the Street Level Business Podcast. First, if you already have a question for me, please pause the podcast and call me on 732-673-0510. My CPA firm specializes in business and income tax matters for businesses and families and offers the full array of services you would expect from a full-service CPA firm. As the name implies, this podcast offers advice for those of us working and living at the street level. If you look at your screen, you will see my website and phone number, both great ways to reach me. Today's topic is, are you a short-term rental owner? Are you using Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, or TripAdvisor? Then you should continue to listen to this podcast. Many of you already know that I've been heavily involved in the short-term rental sales tax issue here in New Jersey. This memo pertains to short-term rental owners who are using a transient space marketplace, or TSM, such as Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, or TripAdvisor. These companies that are accepting payment of the rents on your short-term rentals are required by law to collect any and all state sales taxes and occupancy fees that may be due on those rentals and remit them to New Jersey on your behalf. Remember, those sales taxes and occupancy fees come from the tenants and they are your responsibility. Unfortunately, I've been seeing in my research that some of these companies are not following the law and are not collecting sales tax or fees at all, or collecting the correct amount. This puts the landlord, you, not these companies, at risk. Remember, you, as the landlord, are ultimately responsible for the sales and occupancy taxes due on your properties. These TSM, or transient space marketplaces, again, Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, or TripAdvisor, are simply acting as your agent to collect and remit the taxes and fees. My advice is to fully audit any transactions that you have consummated with any of these services to make sure that they have done their proper job and collected and remitted every dollar of tax they were supposed to. Make sure any TSM provides you in writing their clear policy that reflects they have systems and processes in place to fully comply with the law on your behalf. Be sure again in writing that the TSM takes full financial responsibility for any shortfall in taxes and fees that they fail to collect and remit. Also, they need to assure you that any related interest and penalties assessed from New Jersey on any shortfalls will be borne by them and not you. Don't forget, the entire state does not have uniform occupancy fees. You need to find out if there are any special rules in the town or county where you own your rental property. You can be sure that the New Jersey Division of Taxation will be auditing the short-term rentals to make examples of everyone involved. That includes owners, realtors, brokers, transient space marketplaces, everyone. I cannot stress enough that the owner is ultimately responsible for the taxes and fees, regardless of how many intermediaries are used in their short-term rental transactions. Do you have questions or concerns? Please call me on 732-673-0510. Well, this brings us to the end of this edition of the Street Level Business Podcast. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this podcast informative. Remember, the moment you have a business or tax question is the moment you should be calling me. Have a great day.